Do you find the use of social media for your business as a bit intimidating? If you do, don't feel bad. You're not alone. These very powerful, low-cost marketing tools can definitely feel overwhelming at first, but they don't need to be. In this episode, you'll learn practical steps to ease your way into mastering the key social media channels that you need to promote your business cost-effectively.
This is the Stand Out Like a Moose, Not a Mouse marketing video series where you'll get regular, high-value advertising and marketing advice that will help your business to thrive right here in Alaska.
It's likely that if your enterprise is not on at least one major social media platform, you are leaving revenue on the table. On the surface, toying with social media can seem like a lot of work with very little ROI. But in fact, small and large enterprises alike, including B2B businesses that never deal with the general public, are now utilizing platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter every single day with great success. Not that long ago, advertising was a lot less fragmented than it is today. Brands of all sizes would create radio or TV commercials and broadcast them to a large swath of consumers. But consumer habits have changed. Today's television is the smartphone, which you may be watching this on. And with today's mobile-based entertainment platforms, people do not need to sit through ads. So what's the solution? To begin with, you want to make sure that you post over a wide range of platforms in order to hit the widest demographic possible. Then make sure your content brings value to the consumer and is not a hard sell. It should either bring some kind of no strings attached, meaningful, relevant, and useful information, or it should be entertaining in some way. The most effective social media accounts are not always trying to sell you something, overtly at least. They are leveraged in order to create long-term brand awareness. This reinforces brand equity so that when your customer is looking for your product, they will be imprinted to choose you versus a competitor to make the purchase. If you put yourself in the shoes of a consumer and you are scrolling through Facebook, would you rather see an ad for the amazing slicing and dicing micro widget? Or would you rather read the manufacturer's unique and humorous observation about something that everyone is currently talking about? One is intended for short-term gain and is a hard sell, while the other is relevant and is a long-term play and will strengthen the relationship to the brand. Here are some tips on how to dip your toes into the fast-moving waters of social media. The smartest way to really understand a platform and to learn how your company may leverage it effectively is to do your research first. Download the app, be it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and search those who are in your industry, whatever your service or product may be, from medical, dental, legal, cars, home, pet food, whatever. Follow several accounts that show up in the hashtags of your industry and spend just a few minutes every day for a couple weeks at least consuming their content. Know what they're doing and how they're doing it. Some posts will seem stronger than others, and you'll get ideas as to what an effective post looks like versus one that is not, since you'll be able to see how much engagement each post gets. Just consume and listen to what they do and how people react to it. Then post frequently. There's a lot of noise out there that you are competing with. But there's another important question to address. How do you generate content in order to increase your frequency of posting? For some businesses, this will simply be documenting and uploading. For others, it involves creating long-form pillar content, such as a written blog, a video blog, or a podcast. To fully leverage this content, you will want to create micro content, which is your long-form content sliced up into the strongest fragmented pieces. For example, this can be a pull quote, an interesting image, a GIF, a short, high-value video clip from the pillar content, which will be posted to platforms such as Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Pinterest. Of course, there is an art to doing this effectively, but this gives you an idea of how to fully leverage your content on social media. You may be thinking, why do I have to create or give away anything or valuable information? What's in it for me? Giving away free content is not only altruistic, but it will position you as the authority in your space, and it will help to cut through the clutter so that you are seen and heard in a very noisy world. People will not consume your content unless it's either entertaining or helpful. Once you find what organically does well, put some money behind it by making it into an ad and directing it at your target audience. Creating ads that boast about how great your product or service is can be effective, but the trend is actually moving towards marketing models that focus on generosity and attention freely given to your audience. If your customers' needs are at the center of your focus rather than your product or service, you will credibly establish a long-term relationship with your market that will last for years and generate business. For example, let's say you have a customer who wants to bring back an item, but it's a few days past the window for returns. You can deny the return and risk losing the customer for life, or you can differentiate yourself by being an empathetic human company that is more interested in the satisfaction of the customer rather than the short-term financial gain of your own business. These gestures are always remembered. Speaking of customer relations, this point is very important when posting on social media. You want to make sure that you respond to comments on your posts. Do not ignore your audience. Responding to each comment, good or bad, is important for building brand loyalty over time. So social media for your business can be intimidating, yes, even a little daunting at first, but with a little discipline, knowledge, and time every day, you too will leverage a powerful tool that is free to use. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Hatcher of Hatcher Digital. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Hatcher Digital and subscribe on YouTube and hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss an episode. Leave any questions or comments or ideas for episodes you might have in the comments. And as always, remember, be a moose, not a mouse.